Gamera vs King Kong, the ultimate monster showdown. Hey there, monster enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of colossal creatures and epic battles. Today, we're tackling a question that's been buzzing in the kaiju community for ages. What would happen if Gamera and King Kong went head-to-head? Just picture it. The fire-spitting, flying turtle guardian versus the giant, super strong ape king. In this video, we're gonna break it all down in a casual, fun chat. We'll explore the origins of both monsters, compare their incredible abilities, and even imagine how a battle between them might play out. Plus, we'll touch on their cultural impact and see what fans around the world are saying about this ultimate showdown. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's get into it. The origins of Gamera. First up, let's talk about our favorite giant turtle, Gamera. Gamera made his grand entrance in 1965 with the film, Gamera, the Giant Monster. He was created by Daiei Film, kinda as Japan's response to the Godzilla craze. They saw how much people loved giant monsters and decided to throw their own unique creature into the ring. Who is Gamera? Imagine a gigantic, prehistoric turtle that's been snoozing underground, only to be woken up by nuclear explosions. Classic, right? But here's the twist. While Gamera starts off as a destructive force, over time, he becomes a protector of Earth, especially when it comes to safeguarding children. He's like the ultimate guardian. Think of him as a massive, armored babysitter with fire powers. Abilities and powers. Let me tell you, Gamera's got some seriously cool tricks up his shell. Flight. Yeah, you heard that right. This turtle can fly. He pulls his legs and head into his shell and shoots flames out of the openings, spinning like a fiery UFO. Fire and plasma attacks. Gamera can breathe fire and hurl plasma fireballs at his enemies. Regeneration. Gamera can heal himself, bouncing back from some pretty gnarly injuries. Notable appearances. Over the years, Gamera's starred in a bunch of films, but some of the standouts are the Heisei trilogy from the 90s. Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, Gamera 2, Attack of Legion, and Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. These movies revamped his image, showing him as a more complex character, still a badass fighter, but also a caring protector. The origins of King Kong. Next up, let's swing over to the legend himself, King Kong. King Kong first crashed onto the scene in 1933 with the groundbreaking film, King Kong. Created by Marion C. Cooper and Ernest B. Schoedsack, Kong wasn't just another movie monster. Character profile. Kong is a gigantic ape hailing from the mysterious Skull Island, a place teeming with prehistoric creatures and uncharted dangers. He's often portrayed as a ferocious beast, but there's a softer side, too. Remember his connection with Ann Darrow? It highlights his capacity for emotion, making him more than just a mindless monster. Abilities and powers. King Kong brings a lot to the table. Super strength. He's got the power to wrestle dinosaurs and toss around building-sized creatures. Agility. For such a big guy, Kong moves with impressive speed and grace. He can climb skyscrapers like they're trees. Intelligence. Kong isn't just about brute force. He's smart, often using tools and the environment to his advantage. Notable appearances. Kong's cinematic journey includes King Kong, 1933, the original classic that started it all. King Kong, 2005, Peter Jackson's epic remake. Kong, Skull Island, 2017. This film reintroduced Kong as part of Legendary's Monsterverse. Comparing the Titans. So, how do these two stack up against each other? Let's break it down. Size and weight. Gamera typically stands around 80 meters tall and weighs in at thousands of tons. King Kong's size varies by movie. In Kong, Skull Island, he's about 31 meters, but by Godzilla vs. Kong, he's grown to around 102 meters. Abilities and skills. Gamera. Flight gives him a major tactical advantage. Fire, plasma attacks. Long-range attacks that can cause massive damage. Shell defense. His shell is like natural armor. King Kong. Agility and speed. Kong moves quickly and can dodge attacks effectively. Combat skills. He's a seasoned fighter. Tool use. Kong can wield weapons, like that battle axe in Godzilla vs. Kong. Intelligence and strategy. Gamera relies on instinct but has shown strategic thinking. Kong demonstrates higher intelligence, using tools and learning from his opponent's weaknesses. Hypothetical battle scenario. Alright, let's set the scene for this epic clash. Setting the stage. Imagine a massive, uninhabited island that's a mix of Skull Island's jungles and some volcanic regions. Reasons for conflict. Maybe an ancient prophecy or a mystical beacon draws both titans to the island. Gamera arrives sensing a threat to the planet, while Kong sees Gamera as an invader threatening his territory. The battle unfolds. Round 1. Initial encounter. Kong spots Gamera emerging from the sea and immediately goes on the defensive. He roars, pounding his chest, a clear warning. Round 2. Escalation. Gamera takes flight, circling above and raining down plasma blasts. Kong uses the terrain to his advantage, leaping between cliffs and throwing massive boulders. Round 3. The climax. Both creatures are battered but unyielding. Gamera summons energy from the volcanoes, amplifying his powers. Environmental impact. Their fight devastates the island. Forests ablaze, mountains crumbling, lava flows redirected. It's a cataclysmic event that could be seen from space. Potential outcomes. Time to weigh in on possible endings to this epic battle. Gamera's victory scenario. Using his aerial advantage and powerful ranged attacks, Gamera eventually wears Kong down. King Kong's victory scenario. Kong's intelligence and adaptability turn the tide. He sets traps, uses the environment, and outsmarts Gamera at every turn. Stalemate possibility. After hours of intense fighting, both titans are exhausted. Realizing the futility, they disengage. Third-party interference. Just when the fight reaches its peak, another kaiju emerges. Alternatively, humans intervene with advanced tech. Cultural impact and fan perspectives. Legacy of Gamera and King Kong. Both monsters have left an indelible mark on cinema and pop culture. Gamera, a symbol of Japan's rich kaiju tradition. King Kong, a pioneer of monster movies, exploring themes of nature versus civilization. Fan debates and theories. Fans love a good debate, and this matchup is no exception. Team Gamera fans point to his ranged attacks and resilience. Team Kong supporters highlight his intelligence and combat skills. Significance of a crossover. A crossover event featuring both monsters would be a blockbuster. It would bridge Eastern and Western monster movie traditions, offering fresh storytelling opportunities. Recap of key points. We've journeyed through the origins, abilities, and potential battle scenarios of Gamera and King Kong. Both are titans in their own right, with unique strengths. Gamera's firepower, flight, and resilience make him a formidable opponent. King Kong's strength, agility, and intelligence could give him the edge in close combat. Engagement with viewers. But hey, this is just one take on the epic showdown. What do you think? Can Gamera's plasma blasts ground Kong for good? Will Kong outsmart and outfight Gamera using his wits and brawn? Closing remarks. Thanks for tuning in and geeking out with us over these legendary monsters. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more monster matchups and cinematic deep dives. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. End credits. Acknowledgements. Big thanks to the creators, writers, and filmmakers who brought Gamera and King Kong to life. Shout out to all the artists whose work we featured. Your creativity keeps these legends alive.